welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, and today we're doing something a little bit different. Still crochet related, but not quite crocheting. So aside from crocheting, I do also do a tiny bit of sewing, but I also in the last few years have picked up scrapbooking, which is like time and money I should not have. Like, I don't know how I got really involved, but I have this journal that I kind of turned in. It's not really that scrapbooky, but it's a journal, whatever. This is what we're focusing on today. So I got this from a little beach boutique at my favorite beach, and I'm pretty sure you can get them online as well. So if I can find it online, I'll link it. But it says Yarn It, and then it's Knitting and Crochet Journal, and it's literally just blank. But every single page is all the different information, and then like a place to put the yarn. This is where I am scrapbooking, because I added this on the other side, like a picture and the yarn label into each page as well. So every single page has the project, recipient, date started and finished, the pattern / source, and then it has a yarn section, which is the brand, color, dye lot amount, yarn notes, and then it's needles and hooks used, your gauge, and your project notes, and then obviously the yarn sample. And the last time I updated this was March, was when I made this black cotton shirt, which honestly the picture isn't great, but oh well. So I do have some updating to do. I did all the boring work off camera. I made a list of the projects I've made for myself, because I made other projects, but this journal I'm just recording like projects I've made for myself, clothing or bags or whatever, like that are mine. Since March, I have finished the blue and brown striped alpaca sweater, the other striped alpaca sweater, a Syracuse colored tank top, a white bra, a brown sweater, and a headband, plus a bunch of other stuff. But again, those are the things for myself. So I got down all the information. It did take a little bit because I didn't record the yarn amounts very well, or the dates that I took to make them. So I had to go back and do a little research through my phone and my camera roll and my Instagram. But luckily I did save all the yarn tags, so good on me. And then I saved sample scraps of yarns from each one. So yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, also, the pictures, I have this cute little, the Ivy Canon like printer, so I'm gonna also print out a picture from each of these projects first, I think, yeah. Okay, I'm about to change the camera angle, and I apologize because it's probably gonna be funky, but I want you guys to see at least for one page what I'm doing. But I did print out other little pictures. What I will say about this printer is, like, yes, it prints the pictures. The color is kind of if you see like this one I didn't adjust the lighting at all, so like my hair looks super dark and the background looks dark. Mind you, I also have kind of crazy lighting in my room, so when I take pictures it's already kind of meh. But then like this one looks dark, but I had adjusted I had made it brighter on the app that you print the pictures, and if I hadn't, you probably, like, my hair would probably just disappear into the background. And then this one, I don't even like this picture that much, but it's like, kind of see, just like this one I took in April when I finished this, and I was really pale. I'm pale now, but like I was really pale in April, and you can kind of see that. But then again, you see how my hair looks dark. It's so not the best color quality. This is gonna have to work for now, but the first one that I'm doing is my striped alpaca sweater. So I'm literally gonna just copy down all the information here, and then I will tape in my thing. I do have this specific washi tape I use for this because I like everything to be cohesive, and like this pen is the only one I use, so stuff like that. Since getting all the labels together, I've been debating what to do with these line brand labels, because I cut the bottom here, but then I'm like, I didn't want to cut off the LB, and I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to try to do a curve around it, so I want it to look clean. You know, not my best work, but whatever, it works for the purpose of this scrapbook. So depending on like the yarn and what I have, and if I lost one or threw it away or whatever, like this one, it's just 2, and they're the same label, but I'm putting both because it shows the color on them. Some of them I don't do that, but for this one I thought I would. And then I just use plain old double-sided tape to put these on. I guess it would be smart to also kind of make this like a what I made in 2024 video, because I simply, like so far, because I simply don't have the time to do that. So yeah, we're kind of going through it. I'm going in mostly chronological order, I believe, so you know, we have that down. This one was the second sweater actually that I made this year. The first one being my Emma sweater. Let me see if I can find the page actually, since I am literally here with the book, like hello. The Emma sweater, actually I think I showed this page. I love this sweater so much. Like look at it. I really love it. I do think I'm gonna remake it, only because the yarn I used, I think I could wear, I don't know, it's really, really thick. It's too thick of a yarn, honestly, for that sweater fit that I wanted. Because I had seen the yarn before, like I saw it at work, and I was like, oh, these colors are so cute, this feel is so nice, like I should just make a sweater. Without really knowing quite, I guess what, like how much the sweater would be affected by like the thickness and stuff, and the drape would be affected. So I bought the sweater, sorry, I'm starting the next page and now I can't think. I bought the yarn way before I actually made the sweater. So, and then I was like, well, I'm stuck with it now. I don't want to like not use it or something, so I made it anyway. And the sweater is great, but it's so heavy, and it's also because I live in Texas now. It's so heavy, even on like the coldest winter day I couldn't wear it for very long, and I think I could wear it like on a snowy, really cold day in New York when I go to school, but I don't know if I want to take up, because it's so thick, it's also really bulky, so I don't know if I want to take up all that room. Like maybe my mom can ship it to me or something, because it's just like kind of, I could pack other things in place of that, you know? I thought I could get this video together because I thought I could multitask, and apparently I can't. But anyways, got the information down for the second project of the year, sort of. I started it second. I didn't actually finish it till May, but it's this striped sweater that I think I've mentioned it in a podcast episode. I haven't posted that much about it on Instagram, at least, because I finished it right around the time I started posting about selling things again. So I kind of entered like marketing mode, and then like my personal little projects kind of fell to the void, at least on the internet they did. So I haven't actually posted that much about it, but I think once I'm like, I'm obviously taking it to school, once it's cold and I'm wearing it, it'll be really fun to post about. But these are some of the yarns. I didn't quite keep all of them. There's a light pink, actually just the only one that's missing, because I used like every last bit of that yarn. Kind of had it on the back burner. I started it and then kind of got busy with school, and then like summer was here, and then I didn't quite want to work on like a wait for alpaca yarn sweater top situation because it was just getting too hot. And then finally it had been whipped for so long, I was like, okay, I need to finish this kind of thing. So yeah, that's her. I don't think I ran through the details of the first alpaca sweater, so let me do that real quick first. I guess the only thing is I did end up using about 2,300 yards of the yarn. This baby alpaca came in 50-gram balls, and I used 16 of them. I broke into 16 of them. I didn't finish the last 2 of each color, and that was that one. Yeah. And then the second sweater I finished was this, the striped sweater, and I used, I think, only 9 of these. What happened is I bought I bought the yarn and then didn't use it right away, and then also bought a little more, and then kind of lost track of how many I had actually used. I think I only used about 9, which would put me at 1,400, and it's a worsted weight, question mark? Yeah, it's a worsted weight. So that does kind of make sense for my size. I think 1,400 is accurate, but then I also might have used 12, which bumps me up to 1,900. So I'm really not sure how much yarn I used for this. It was definitely like a scrappy project because I have leftovers of several colors. So it's kind of a mystery, but it's fine. If I ever make a similar style thing, I'll pay more attention. So there's that. But yeah, not much to say about this one. Again, I'm kind of just waiting for it to be cold or for me to be in cold weather to wear it. But that is the second item going in the book. Not actually the next thing I made. I don't know why I'm going out of order now. Oh well. But it's actually one of the more recent things I finished was this orange and blue tank top, getting ready for school. Rundown real quick. I started this on July 23rd and finished it on August 12th, so literally just a few days ago. I used Big Twist yarn. It's this Big Twist cotton. They were on clearance. They were like 97 cents, like the little balls of yarn. I used about 3 1/4 of the blue and 2 1/2 of the orange. I forgot to write it down, but I used a modified version of the Racer tank from Evelyn and Peter. I love her patterns, specifically that pattern. I love them. I love it. Oh my god. So I just modified it because the pattern is calling for a weight 3 yarn and it's a weight 4 yarn, and I was kind of I would have been an extra large, but I knew that the weight difference in the yarn was probably going to make a difference. So I did, I just kind of adjusted the sizes. So what I made would be like in between a large and extra large for her sizing. But because I used the bigger yarn, it kind of fit me perfectly like an extra large would. So easy adjustments to make with her pattern as well because it was made in panels. But yeah, that was actually like the 4th thing I finished this year. That's what I did on pages. Those are the 2 yarns on their own. So now I'm just going to put in these 2 labels. Again, it's the same label, but because they say the color, I'm gonna put them both in there. So backtracking a little bit, on the 1st of July, I was making, I don't remember what I was making originally, but I was kind of destashing kind of like what yarn can I use up right now. And I had this Big Twist living yarn, and I literally tossed it. But anyways, I made this little headband. You can't see, but on the other side it kind of like gradients from like the red to purple. So I made this, and I actually don't have a strand of yarn to put in here because I used like the very last of it, and then I threw out all the yarn scraps that I was keeping. So I was like, I'm not gonna do anything with these, like let me finally just throw them out. Anyways, so I don't have a yarn scrap to put in. If I happen to be at work and a pair of scissors ends up in my hands and then accidentally ends up cutting off a piece of that yarn, accidents happen. But basically, yeah, I'm just gonna put the tags. I did keep the tag and the picture, and we'll just kind of leave this page as is. It's a super easy scrap project, and it literally took me like 40 minutes. Maybe not even 40 minutes, honestly. So I know I said I was only including things I had made for myself, but this year, literally last month, I also crocheted a sweater, and it's the first time I've ever crocheted someone a sweater as a gift, or just in general. I've never made anyone a sweater. And it just, I feel like it's special enough a gift, and I put a lot of work into it, and there's good project notes. And I had to like buy a pattern, so it all just feels like it should be recorded nonetheless. So I made the Ski Time Pullover by Evelyn and Peter, and I don't want to show who it is, but actually she was on a vlog. Anyways, it was a gift, and you can't actually see how detailed, like, do you see that detailed? Really cute sweater. Will link the pattern in the description, as I usually do. And I used Caron Simply Soft, which was like slay, because I had the yarn, and I don't remember if I had the yarn with the intent of making a gift, or if I just kind of had the yarn because I did. Like, I don't remember. I have a Caron Simply Soft label here. It's definitely not the label from the actual yarn I was using, but it's the right brand. I don't know how I mixed that up, but I don't have the other labels. I destashed the yarn I didn't use, so I don't know. Whoa. But yeah, it was a really easy pattern to follow, and the end result was really nice. My only problem, and I wouldn't even say it's a problem, it's probably like user error with Evelyn and Peter patterns, at least this pattern, was I was measuring my, like, I actually made a, because I didn't have time basically to mess things up. As I was going, I was like measuring and making sure my gauge was matching, and I don't remember if I only checked my horizontal gauge, because like the width was adding up and making perfect sense, and it was just way too short. And me and her are the same size, so I was putting the sweater against myself, and I was like, this is not gonna fit, like this is way too short. And I was kind of confused, so I luckily was able to just kind of like, there were parts in the pattern that I could just add on more rows, and it worked out fine. But this is like, I don't know, I was using a weight 4 yarn and the right size hook and everything, so I think my vertical gauge might be off, because I kind of had the same experience when I was making the tank top that I love from her. It just like seemed too short. I was like, what? I didn't understand that. So I'm definitely excited to try out this pattern again for myself, and maybe try to see if it was my vertical gauge that was off, because the width was like spot on. I was like, oh, like I don't have time to mess up, this is perfect, go go go. I literally made this sweater in 8 days because I procrastinated, but you know, it worked out. So this is the page for that. Really cute. I don't even mind that this is the wrong label, because the blue looks better with that blue picture, so slay for me. And yeah, we just have one more project that I've done for myself. Not even super intentionally, I'm actually wearing it. I'm not going to show it because it's literally a bra, but like, this is the strap, and I will show the picture I tried to take covering as much as possible. But yeah, I was just kind of thinking like, what's something summery, but like that I will actually wear, that I actually not necessarily need, but like think I could use every day if I wanted to. And I was like, I hate traditional bras. Why would I not just make myself a super comfy, custom fit, custom shape everything? So that's what I did. This is definitely like the first version. There are some things I already am going to change. I'm going to adjust the straps, because I tried to make the straps short and they still are not short enough. The straps need to be shortened probably like that much, just so I feel a little bit more secure. And I'm not even going to undo them. I'm just going to like sew them in the back, make them shorter. This was another vacation project. The yarn I used was Elise Cotton Gold. I got this at the Creative Reuse store. I got a few of them actually, and I used it for a tank top for my sister, this, and I still have more, so who knows what else I'll make. I started it on July 28th, also finished it on August 12th, just like my orange and blue tank. I kind of was piecing together scraps, but I'm pretty sure I used less than 100 grams, which is super cool. And then yeah, I used a different hook size for this versus this, and I think when I remake it, I might just make the like base shape in the smaller hook. I think it'll help it be a little more tighter, especially if I'm using a yarn like this that has a bit of stretch to it. You're gonna have to just believe me because I'm not showing y'all, but again, I wanted this to be super functional. So I bought a bra, like those extenders that they sell that you're supposed to like attach to your own bra. And for some reason I was like, this, like there's two parts to this. I can just use it. No, there's one extender that goes in between the two parts of the bra. So, oh God, I realized that and I was like, oh, that's not gonna work. But what I did is I literally just like cut it so that the hooks were on one side and the little eyelets were on the other. It's so dark in my room. It's like almost the end of this video. Does that make it any better? Sorry guys, literally sitting in the dark halfway. But what I did is I cut it out so the hook was on one side and the eye was on the other. I burned the edges to kind of melt all that, like melt it together so it wouldn't fray. And then just sewed it on each side and it works perfectly. So I am happy that I got the shaping kind of down that I like and the width that I like. It's just the straps that are like too long still, and I think that's just from stretching. But yeah, I do want to remake this, not because I'm not happy with it, but because I want it like perfect. So we'll see if that ever happens, because sometimes I want to remake stuff and it just doesn't happen. Also, this is listed as a weight 4, but I'm like how? It seems so thin to me. Like, that's why I always say like I don't like weight 4s, not because I don't like working with them, because they're so like, it's an unreliable weight. Like, you're telling me both of these yarns are weight 4s? Like, what? So I have beef with worsted weight yarns. I cannot get the back of this sticker off. That took me literally like 20 seconds, but oh, I don't know if I also explained this, that these pictures, they print out like on stickers, so you can just put them anywhere, which is why I think they're so great for scrapbooking. But yeah, again, with my little washi tape, I honestly, the washi tape doesn't work great on the super thick yarns. That's why I have to put 2 sometimes, but it's whatever, it works enough. And that is the last page. Realizing if I am doing a what I've made in 2024 so far, maybe I should go back to the beginning. So we're gonna speed run what's in this book because these are like the important ones. The first thing was this black sparkly sweater I made for my nail lady, which I haven't seen in a long time because I got poor, but love her. And then I made a scarf for my sister with another black sparkly yarn that was a Juicy Couture yarn from Joann's. I made my mom a balaclava with this weird knitter's cotton. Horrible picture, but like I said, the lighting of this is weird. We already talked about my Emma sweater. Then I made little ear warmers with the scraps from my Emma sweater. I made this super cool Valentine's Day bag. It is actually right there. Love her. I used like red heart yarn. It was really cute. Then I made this scarf and I held together some random scrappy pinks and then this red Premier yarn to make it. I don't know, something possessed me in February. I had to, like, it wasn't even that cold to be wearing a scarf, honestly. Then I made the first headband of the year with this scrap silky yarn from Hobby Lobby. I got on clearance literally years ago. And then the original green tank, the racer tank, again I used the Kobu. And then we're back to March where I made my black long sleeve, and then we're updated. So it's been quite a year, honestly. It has been a crazy year and a super fun year for crocheting, but I know I didn't show a lot of like the actual products just because I have a lot to do, and then I would have to clean it, like I'd have to get it all out and then clean it up, and guys, I don't have the time. But I wanted to show this anyway because I think this is like when you're like as I guess I'm crafty, like I can say I'm crafty. I always like to intermingle, I guess, hobbies as much as possible. I love making scrapbook pages and like crocheting something to go on it, or making a scrapbook page for like things I want to crochet. Like I love kind of mixing those up, my different hobbies. So this is another one where I'm just like, I just want to keep track of her. So this is really fun. I will be taking this to school and updating it as I can. I don't even know how much I will be crocheting at school, but hopefully I won't slow down too much. If you are interested in seeing the like actual finished products, I have them in like almost every episode? I guess podcast episodes. In my podcast, I've showed everything going back to January. There's only a few because I have 3 podcast episodes for the first 6 months, then I have 1 for July. So really not that much watch time if you think about it. You can go watch them all. Anyways. Hey! So obviously we're in a different place. If you've been keeping up with the videos, I'm in New York. I moved into school. I'm in a little apartment bedroom, but I wanted to refilm the outro to this video because I filmed this video I think 3 weeks ago, right before I left. And I don't know, the intro just didn't make sense to me anymore. Very sadly, don't even have the book with me right now. I left it in a box for my mom to send me eventually. I don't know why I didn't just bring it, because I'm gonna finish projects. I kind of needed that, but whatever. So I might not have even put it in the box, and if I didn't, I'll be really upset. But anyways, I have finished one more item. I finished my green socks. I will insert a picture. I can't wear the green socks. There will be a video on it. There'll be a whole thing. We'll talk about it. But I have finished another item that needs to go in the book, so it's fine. But yeah, that's this week's extra little pop-in video. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, doing all those things. It's been great on here so far. We're at about 9 months now of posting pretty regularly on here, so that's been great. If you want to support me other than just watching, which is fine, I have links below. You can go to my Instagram where I have a highlight of things that I have available to purchase that I will have shipped out to you. I have 2 Amazon, guys, I was in class all day today. My brain is literally breaking. I have 2 Amazon wish lists linked below. One of them is pretty short now. It's just stuff that we needed for our apartment that you can gift to me and my sister and my roommate. And then there's also that's the apartment wish list, and then there's a crochet / YouTube wish list that I made up of just things that will support me and crocheting and YouTube and make that kind of part of my life a little easier. So yeah, if you're in the giving mood, Christmas is a few months away, whatever, but really just you guys watching is super lovely for me. So I know things are a bit hectic right now. School has started up for me. Very different school than I'm used to. Apartment living. I have to cook my own food. It's a lot of things for a little 20-year-old girl. But I'm happy to be doing it. Happy to be here. So just bear with me if things get a little crazy. If the vlogs get a little here and there. But it's been great. I will see y'all next video. Remember, I have all my socials below. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!